Okay, it is January 13th, 2022. Last night the Humptulips River crested twice within a few days, and it flooded our property. Today's flooding was significantly higher than last Friday's flooding, and so this is just a video to document the known damage that we have. We'll start closest to the street and walk our way to the property. As you can see, this is all flooded here. The water had crested over our driveway. The county doesn't have any culverts or anything between our driveway and the stream, which is the only place this water can go, is back, I don't know, 100 feet or so is a stream. And so the water from the rivers said, I want to get to that stream. So it came over our driveway. Pretty minor damage. I mean, knocked over a tree. Electrical seems fine. I will have to fix our driveway as it washed out some of our gravel. All right, as we approach the house, if you can see the little grass section there, that's about as high as the water made it. We were spared from it, I believe, getting to the structure, but we still don't know the full extent. So the garage is, as you can see, is just a little bit higher than the house itself, so the garage was spared pretty well. So as we come around to the side of the house, you can see the water is receding quite a bit. We set up some sandbags to prevent further damage to our septic system. This is a brand new system installed just about 5 months ago, maybe 6. It's a pressurized system due to the clay in the soil, and at this point in time it does not work. And on that side of the dirt, it has been washed out. We'll just walk over there real quick. I'm wearing full chest waders, trying to be as safe as possible. We've also tried to sandbag around our vents or our intakes. This little sandbag is to try to prevent erosion on this side of the mound. And if we come over here, we can see over on this side of the mound we've had a reasonable amount of erosion into our mound pile. So we will have to bring out the septic folks to repair this. And as you can see down here, a lot of our sand, that is what's used to filter the septic, is washed out. Formed a nice little snake over there. So that's our home. Oh, this sandbag system here is to try to prevent further washing out. It's just to redirect the flow and slow it down. So we're trying to take some steps to protect some of this stuff. As you can see, this is the house. If we look at the concrete down at the edge, we'll see it better when we get closer. But we can see where we think the height of the water got. So we were here last night trying to save as much as we could, but eventually it just got too dangerous, so we left. When we left, it was up to the base of this, and so it got a bit higher. So you can see the wet concrete. We believe that's how high it got. My dad's been a huge help. This morning I came out here. Yesterday we purchased a 2-inch pump from Harbor Freight to try to mitigate as much flooding as possible. We'll go under the house. This is a crawl space. Let me get my flashlight first, sorry. So crawl space is a sizable crawl space. Where did my flashlight? Here's it. So I've been able to pump a significant amount of water out, but there's still a significant amount in there. So we'll go down and see what we can see. Set the wide angle. All right. So the biggest concern right now is we have moisture under the house, which is never a good thing. All right. So I also purchased some of these blower fans, floor fans. As you can see, I've put some duct tape where I think the water height got to. So right around the concrete. So it's right below these joists. I think that's what they're called. But here's the problem. We have all of our ducting. All of this ducting is very heavy right now because water flowed through it. It's insulated ducting, so this ducting needs to be replaced. If we come over here, hopefully you can hear me. The furnace is also over here. So again, ducting, you can see this. If I were to, I mean, it's just filled with water. I called the AC people. Of course, because of COVID, there's a shortage on ducting right now. So who knows when we'll actually be able to get heating and cooling in here. But you can see also, this is still dripping. This is one of the main exits. This came apart. This is the return. You see it got water in it. So all of this ducting is destroyed. The furnace, the water got all the way up to that duct tape mark. I pulled out the filter, so you can still see the water right there. So the furnace is probably shot. So that's some significant damage. But you see the sagging here. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. So what I'll need to do is try to continue pumping. I have the Serve Pro folks, the disaster cleanup folks coming out tomorrow. But given how quickly mold can come in, I want to get as much water as possible out of here. So I think additional damage is our vapor barrier will need to be redone as well. I mean, it's just a river down here, a lake under the house. But fortunately, our insulation, it doesn't appear to have been touched. So count your blessings, right? All right. Okay. I don't know what's going on with our pump system yet. I haven't tested that yet. I'm kind of afraid to. The part of what's making me afraid to test it is that junction box right there goes to the pump, and the water was higher than that junction box, so that conduit is probably filled with water. So as of right now, that's the extent of our damage. So there we go. We'll see how much it's going to cost to repair all of this.